What's up guys, it's your boy John. We are back again here with another video with the Acuity Integra Type S. And today we're going to be doing a shifter upgrade. It's going to be the Acuity 4-way shifter and it's beautifully designed. The box is incredible. Let me show you that. I already kind of unwrapped it just so I can present it better for you. But it's a beautiful box and it's compatible with your Civic 11th Gen, SI, Touring, Type R, Integra Type S, and A spec. So this thing has a bunch of compatibility with everything. Now what's really nice about this is it has, let me just tell you straight off the box. It's an adjustable 4-way shifter that can adjust the gear throw, the gate spacing, the knob position, and it's just super snappy where you can also adjust, if you buy different springs, the centering action as well. It's stiff, it's all metal, precise, and it's self-lubricating, and will pretty much last the life of the vehicle. Here it is right here. It's just a really beautiful piece. It retains your OEM stock harness clips, so you can still clip it here. You got the 2 cables, so if you're a left-hand driver like where I am, you'll be able to shift, and you can see all beautiful. Serial laser etch shows everything in terms of these notches, so you know where to kind of level it. All this stuff is right in the middle settings, which is what I'm going to install it as, just middle settings. Not too long, not too short, just right for me. And then yeah, it's just so beautiful. There's also torque specs that's already laser engraved, so, and just like directions just right on there. If you want to make it narrower, then you put it down. If you want to make it wider, put it up. And here is basically the spring that it's in the middle tension spring, but there's also a lower one and a higher one if you want it to be how fast you want it to go back. And also within the box there is the rod. The rod that basically adjusts you can adjust the height here. So it goes right here, you can adjust the height, and then the washers and where it mounts to the OEM aluminum mount. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty simple install. You just have to remove the center console, which I'll cut to because I already have their stage 2 kit, and then we'll kind of fill in the stage 1 kit, or the full replacement kit right here. So beautiful. All right, so to remove this dash, it's pretty easy. First, you want to pop this little collar down. On the OEM one, you want to rotate it, I would say clockwise, and then kind of like this. So you're rotating it clockwise while pushing down, and you'll feel a little notch where you can actually push it down all the way. Then there's going to be a little nut here. This is how the nut looks like, because this is an aftermarket one. This is a 13 mil. You kind of want to just put it on it right here. Kind of like this. Well, that's the 13. This is my 12 because it's aftermarket. And you just want to lefty-loosey it upside down, so I guess righty-tighty, and then you're basically applying force here, and this whole thing just comes out. Now, because we're going to be putting this somewhere safe, you can put it on your seat. You don't want to put it in your cup holders. So we're removing the whole bad boy anyways. Now for this piece right here, it's also pretty easy as well. What you got to do is you just pull towards the back of the rear. So you just pull it and the whole thing comes out. Of course, it's not going to be that easy, but I already pulled it and all the tabs are facing backwards. There is this little notch right here, so when you pull, you might have to kind of rotate it like this and then pull upwards once you get the tabs out. Great. Now for this, I just use my hands, but you can use a plastic trim remover if you need to have a little bit more leverage. And what I do is I just pull it up, and there's going to be a retaining harness for like a clip for the harness, and you can also unplug these bad boys as well. That's one way to remove it. All right, then there's gonna be some screws down here that you can pull out, and also there's gonna be a screw in the cubby hole right here. So you remove that little plastic tray on the bottom. Oh, it's actually pretty tight in there. Oh, there you go. And then you also have, oh, it's because it has this part kind of sunk in. And it's just gonna reveal 2 more screws. And you can pop that bad boy out right there. All right, let's go back here. And screw something. Unplug these bad boys. So after you remove that 1 screw and then you popped it up and pulled it out, it's going to reveal 2 new screws right here. So we're just going to take care of that real quick. All right, and there's this cup holder piece. There's 2 tabs holding it. You just kind of want to pull it from here and it pulls straight out. After that, it will reveal 2 more screws and this whole thing can come out. So that's pretty awesome. Now this is a good time if you guys were trying to do it, is you can put rear vents. Could be helpful if you have kids. Alright, so I loosened everything, but just remove these 4 bolts and then I'll show you how there's a clip you need to remove. This whole thing just comes out. Because when you're holding it, you twist this to get the spring loose. Same with this, you pop the white part, twist it lefty-loosey. So there's 2 of them, and then you just release it. There you go, you have the OEM shipped. First thing is to put this cable. It's probably like the most difficult part. Now it actually rests on top of it. So like that. If you want to twist it, kind of like how you twist it too. After you get that done, you want to lock it into basically B for now, but you can shift it from A to C with a firm press. Don't forget to install this part. It's the same as the other one. You want to unscrew it and then pop it back in. I'm trying to do it without getting in the camera's way. Once you have that in, don't forget to put this clip in there too, just like the way you did it when you removed it. Couldn't get in camera because it's actually a real big pain. But here it is, the clip's in there. This clip's purpose is so you can't pop it out. So it's not a huge part of it. But it's now you can't pop it out because the clip holds it on together. You also screw in this little mount right here, this little mounting screw, and this pretty much has a little back end, and it holds it all together, and it feels real good. I guess this is a time where you can actually kind of shift it. I have it on 3, which kind of lines up with the OEM, I think, but it actually sits, I think it sits a little bit higher. I measured the threads, but let's see. Nice. All right, make sure you bolt everything. Let me zoom out so you guys can get a good look. Make sure you clip this one back in, and make sure you clip in this one, because if you don't, let me see if I can get that little angle with your little dart. Boom. Because if you don't clip this one back in, you're gonna have keyless errors. So make sure you plug that back in, of course. These two are gonna be for your this thing right here. And all this goes for your wireless charger, USBs and whatnot. But yeah, these are the ones that people generally forget. So don't forget this one and this one. And again, this does have the mounts for it, so that's why I'm able to mount it, which is nice. All right, it's gonna be my first impression of the Acuity shifter. First to second, great. Third, I'm on the Sport Plus mode, by the way. Car is at 4 bars, so if I rev it's gonna pop. Car is nice and warm. And the temperature today is 88. Hot here in California. I'm gonna bear with the heat and turn the air down so you guys can hear me a little better. Initial slow driving impression is great to individual, just so it doesn't pop so much. Now, right off the bat, from OEM to stage 2, that was already great. The biggest thing was the spring retention, so the centering back to zero, the center, so the way it kind of springs back to the middle, and then it was a lot shorter. Now this one, going from that to this, I have everything on the middle settings. I think the biggest thing is it's more mechanical in the sense of there is less, it feels like more metallic, more metal. If you ever go from like a keyboard, if you're a PC guy, you know, you go to those mechanical keyboards, you can definitely, if you have the bump or the clicky or, you know, a bunch of stuff, but the gist of it is you can really feel the tactile bump, and there's actually some audible sound too. Let me see if I can get that for you guys. I don't know if you can hear that. There's a bump, and you can, it's so mechanical that you can kind of hear it. Okay, maybe you can't hear it. Maybe I'm just feeling it and vibrating through my body. Yeah, that was a 6/5, 4/3 to 2nd. If you want a shifter that's already so good and you are seeking perfection, this is it. There is nothing that can top this. I can feel like, and if you want to make it shorter, you can. But this is so much fun to roll through their gears. This is it. Alright, that concludes the drive. That was amazing. So, the biggest thing I noticed is it's sharper, so more responsive, and definitely the return to zero, is like I have to say, where just the center is just, look at that, precision. Boom, boom, no, look at that. Yeah, of course it's gonna wiggle because it's a design, like not wiggle, but like it's gonna go left and right, but that is great. That is amazing. So if you guys were interested in this product, I'll leave a link down below. But the Acuity, it's just, the product is insane. If you ask me, the product's insane. It does what it's supposed to do. It's sharp, it's responsive, it's adjustable. So if you want this to sit higher, you can. You can go up, you can go much higher. I like it kind of like this, which is the stock height, because that's just what I'm familiar with. It could go lower. Let's see if I go lower. I don't know if I feel like a lower. I think the 3 is my size. Medium, you know, I am everything is just right off the gate. So I don't have to touch anything or do anything. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.